Alrighty, well, I'm headed to Brother Moto. This is a coffee shop slash do your own repair mechanic shop. So you bring your bike in and they'll rent you a lift and all the tools, and they've got a couple of dudes there that can like say, oh yeah man, you know, this is how you should do that, kind of generally speaking. And yeah, so anyways, I'm heading to Brother Moto. I've wanted to visit this place since I initially saw them on Instagram a while ago. Back when I was living in Colorado, I thought, man, this is cool. Atlanta is, you know, becoming a little more part of the scene. I'm sure my buddy is freaking out right now because we're going through Atlanta, going through the connector on motorcycles. It's kind of an intimidating experience. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but you know, if you've done a little traffic riding on a nice Sunday morning, Atlanta's, you know, not like, I don't know, it's not like it is during the week. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, here I am. I'm back. The varsity. The Beltline has really taken off in Atlanta. It's this project this guy from Georgia Tech had many years ago to turn this old railway path into essentially a big walking path, kind of like a sidewalk. And that doesn't sound like a huge deal, but you know, San Antonio's got the river walk, and other cities have these little kind of weird touristy but like local touristy things in them. And so now Atlanta's got the Beltline, and it's become this sensation. There's all these apartments down there, and Ponce City Market is blown up, and there's a lot of fucking stuff going on that used to not exist. And it's all kind of because of the fucking Beltline, which is really interesting because I've been hearing about the Beltline since I was a kid. Oh, the Beltline, and it has never manifested anything, and now it has, and it's blown up. The gentrification is insane. Rent is skyrocketed, and it's a cool sensation. It's got good, it's got bad. It's really interesting to see Atlanta taking off like this. And I guess the only other thing I'll say is just, you know, I don't know, it's just different. I used to go down to the Masquerade, which is a concert venue that was in this old warehouse, and the Masquerade doesn't even exist anymore. It's on the Beltline, and there's so many apartments that, at least what I was told, I haven't Googled it, I haven't looked it up for myself, is that the residents were complaining about all the noise, and so they shut the Masquerade down, sold it, and they're going to turn it into another fucking retail center. And don't get me wrong, like I'm not that particularly upset that the Masquerade is gone. It was never that great a venue anyways, but I have memories there of seeing some of my favorite bands, and as a matter of fact, I actually got to play in a battle of the bands at the Masquerade, and it's just really interesting sometimes to see things come, things go, that progression, especially in a place like Atlanta, because Atlanta is an old city, but you know, we don't have a lot of things in Atlanta that we treat like, that we say, hey, this has value for its history, you know. It seems like things just come and go. I mean, I will have seen 3 baseball stadiums in my lifetime, and they just put the 3rd in, and that's kind of crazy. And the Georgia Dome wasn't even 20 years old, and we've got a new stadium. Now, don't get me wrong, again, the Georgia Dome probably overdue to be replaced by something. Turner Field, on the other hand, not necessarily, not so much, you know. I don't know, Atlanta's an interesting place to be back in. It's interesting to see the economic tidal wave, the economic tsunami, if you will, lighten things up and creating all this. I was gonna say creating all this prosperity, but I don't think that's fair to say it's creating prosperity. I think it's driving rent up. Things are more expensive. The economy appears to be doing well. Maybe. I mean, at the same time, I don't know where all the jobs are. I think we want to go this way. I think. I'm not sure. Oh no! No! Took the wrong way. Some of my worst memories from Atlanta are actually from Memorial Drive. Memorial Drive spans across the city all the way deeper into DeKalb County, and Decatur and this section of Atlanta and all the way into DeKalb County are on a little bit of a resurgence. This area is still, a little rough here and there, but Brother Moto. Oh, sweet. There we go. Holy fuck, this place is busy. But yeah, some of my worst memories from Atlanta are on Memorial Drive. A little bit deeper into DeKalb County, but nonetheless. So, here we are. Let's see. Oh man, don't you hate it when you film something and find out that it didn't film? Well, that's what just happened to me. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that is what just happened to me. I filmed a little bit there leaving Brother Moto, and turns out my camera wasn't actually recording. Well, what I said essentially is that I really enjoyed Brother Moto. Awesome little place, Riding up there, I was talking a little bit about Pawn City Market and the prosperity, the new economy here in Atlanta, and some of my reservations about that change, that significant change in this city that I used to know so well as a kid. And after visiting Brother Moto, I have no they're closing their ears doing this. Yeah, anyways, after visiting Brother Moto, I don't know if I really have any reservations about it. I think it's just fantastic. It was a cool experience. If you guys are in Atlanta, go down to Memorial Drive and check out Brother Moto. Buy a t-shirt, get a hat, get a cup of coffee, Help those guys make some money and stick around. You know, support a local business that's super, super badass. I think it's going to be our new hangout spot, so you might run into us there too. Ooh, I love the Mazda Miata. That new MX-5 is everything. Yeah, look at this. Stove Works. Now leasing. Music time, music time. We're gonna find some street parking in this bitch. How about this? And then you can pull in just right behind me in line. I don't think anybody fucking cares. We're motorcycles. Dude, Atlanta's gotten so much nicer than it used to be, man. I told you. I mean, I saw a guy get shot on the school bus on Memorial Drive when I was growing up. Not that that shit doesn't still happen, but it's just a different city than what it used to be. Yeah, I think we're going home at the right time, man. It feels like it's gonna rain. No, and I looked at the weather and it's not supposed to, but I don't know. It looks like it might.